Hello and welcome to the Redmen TV. Phil Coutinho has signed a new contract at Liverpool Football Club that will keep him here until 2022. The contract is rumoured to be between 150,000, which is like Liverpool Echo, to £200,000 a week, which puts him on Suarez style stuff. That's the Mirror. What we do know is that on July the 1st, 2017, that contract will come in to effect. And what great news for Liverpool Football Club, the talisman at the moment, the best player in the side, Phil Coutinho, the little magician, has signed a new contract, warding off Barcelona and Real Madrid and those type of clubs who want to come in for him and make a big money offer. But the thing is with this, more than anything, it's that there's no release clause, so it's not like 50 million Barcelona can have him. If Barcelona want to come in down the line for Phil Coutinho, first and foremost, Liverpool have got the option of just going, nah, you're all right. We haven't got a release clause in this contract. We don't want that much money. 90 million, nah, you're all right. 100 million, nah, you're all right. 120 million, nah, you're all right. 200 million. Give Suarez 200 million. But no, look, you know, Suarez is 30 years old. I'd have him back in an instant. But Phil Coutinho is the future of this football club. Suarez, as amazing as he was and amazing as he is 30 years old. Phil Coutinho is like 24 maybe, something like that. He's been at the club for 4 years now. He's got around about a 1 in 4 goal record for us in total. But this season, it's been his best season pre-injury. You know, he's been playing at an absolutely world-class level all season long until he got injured and affecting football matches, scoring important goals, scoring against big teams, which he's always done, scoring against little teams, being that flat-track bully that we need Phil Coutinho to be. And he's so influential and he's so good that we needed to tie this up, because everything that we do in an attacking sense is either running through Sadio Mane, Phil Coutinho and Roberto Firmino, and that's why they're the front three, to be perfectly honest with you. But they've been so good together, and I want to see this relationship between the three of them grow and build into something that's just almost completely unstoppable, because when they've been on form this season, the three of them, and this is a front three that ain't played together that much, to be honest with you. Look, Sadio Mane only arrived this season. Firmino, was playing up top sparingly over the last year. But not with the likes of Sadio Mane and not with Phil Coutinho. And the mix and the fluidity that they've got is absolutely amazing. So to sign this deal for Phil Coutinho, absolutely superb, because it just means we get to see the little magician see out, hopefully, his best years at Liverpool Football Club. And it's a sign of our ambition as a football club that we're willing to go and pay massive money to one of our younger talismanic players. And hopefully this will stop the talk of this mediocrity and accept the mediocrity. Liverpool Football Club, doesn't look like we're going to be able to get transfers in, but what we can do is show up our biggest and best players. And on that front as well, Lallana looks like he's in line for a new contract as well. I think the 28-year-old's got 2 years left on his contract. Liverpool are reportedly in talks with him. Listen, Liverpool and Lallana, get this shit sorted, because we want you at Liverpool Football Club as well. You've been a revelation in central midfield. Just as influential as Phil Coutinho is up front, Lallana's been that for the midfield. He's been the guy who transitions between that midfield and that front three, and he's popping up all over the place. He's almost playing like a 10, but from midfield. It's incredible to see his evolution as a player under Jurgen Klopp. And he's a guy that really sets the tempo and sets the tone. We all know he's amazing at the press. He's amazing at the backwards press, and you know he'll run all day. And I hope to see this contract signed in the next few weeks as well. Another one that we're reportedly in talks with is Dejan Lovren. Again, 2 years left on his deal. Has struck up a good partnership with Joel Matip. Struggled, I think, in the last few weeks, but hasn't every Liverpool player, to be perfectly honest with you. Look, when Dejan Lovren decides to just defend, he can be very, very good for us. So again, it's a deal that I want to see Liverpool sign. And, you know, it might be that he ends up being our third or fourth choice centre-back. Not a bad option, if you ask me, because he can play at a very high level when he's focused and stuff. And finally, the last contract talk, I suppose, before I get on to tonight's big match, is that Emre Can's got rumoured to be 18 months left on his deal and is stalling over a new contract. Now, some people are calling it a saga already. It's a little bit early for me to be calling it a saga, But you know what, Emre Can, last season when he was playing in that number 6 role towards the back end of the season, we made that run to the Europa League final, was playing at a ridiculously high level. You know, a guy that Klopp rushed back from injury against, I think it was Villarreal at the time, to get in there, get into that side and get that result. This season he has struggled slightly adapting to this new role of a normal centre midfielder who's obviously been challenged to attack and defend, you know, a bit more box to box, which is something that physically I thought Can was made for. I think he struggled mentally with it. You know, he's changed positions a lot as a young player for Liverpool. We've seen him at centre-back, we've seen him at right-back, we've seen him in the 6, and now we're seeing him in midfield. I think give him time, you know, but what Emre Can has to do is he has to go out there and prove that he wants to be at Liverpool Football Club first and foremost. He has to prove that with his performances on the pitch. He has to step up and he has to stop these stupid mental errors that he makes because, as I said, physically and technically, he has got it all. He just needs to keep it switched on for the entire 90 minutes. So let's keep tabs on this one and we'll see over the next few weeks what happens. It could very well become a saga. And finally, before we go, Liverpool have got a massive game against Southampton, which is actually why this Philippe Coutinho news for me is so good, because it gives the fans a little bit of a boost before we go into this semi-final. But if you go into the game, get down to the King Harry and start greeting the coach. You'll have seen us talking about it on Twitter, on Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. We've talked about it. We're going down. Doesn't matter if it's a proper organised one. Just get your arse down there. Show some support for the side. You've got to sing, you've got to scream, and you've got to fucking shout your heart out. From 5 o'clock, yes, I'm going early. From 5 o'clock, I want everybody there singing, chanting, and just doing what they can to get this result for Liverpool Football Club, because this is a fucking huge game against Southampton tonight, and we need to be on it just as much as the players need to be on it. So get your ass down to the King Harry, get excited because Philippe Coutinho signed a new contract, and sing your fucking heart out. No matter what is happening on the pitch, show your fucking support for this side, because they need it. They need it now like we need a fucking cup. We want a cup, we want a League Cup, we want an FA Cup, we want a league title. We've got to show that we've got the fight for it. So get down there, join me, give the video a like and subscribe to us on YouTube.